y'all. So I am coming to you today. I'm a little bit not under the weather. This is kind of like just a low energy day. Sometimes after I've done some really basic things, I have low energy. So bear with me today. But if it is your first time here, I just want to say welcome. Welcome to Wonderfully Me. This is a space that I have created. It is intentionally not glitzy, glamorous, even though I am going to try to work on my I am going to try to work on my editing skills and such, but it's not what you might find in other channels. Uh, this is kind of just giving it to you the real and the raw. This is a place where you can um, discuss travel. Travel is my passion, and I, focus on how I'm able to travel, even though I have um, a chronic illness. Okay, so I want to welcome you here, and I hope that you feel comfortable enough to share some of your travel stories and experiences. And I hope that you will get something from this channel that is beneficial. If you are returning, I want to say welcome back. All of those things still apply to you, but I am grateful that you have chosen to spend time with me. It means the absolute world to me that I get to share my world with you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for returning. So yeah, I'm having a low energy day, and I just thought that I'd keep it 100. I have discussed in previous videos how I am living with fibromyalgia, and there's like a whole, it's like a syndrome, it's like a whole slew of things that go with it. So I have like insomnia, I have like postnasal drip, acid reflux, I have chronic pain every day, I have migraines that occur on top of that, I have some brain fog, a difficulty focusing, I have some depression, anxiety, all a variety of things that have affected my ability to be able to manage life in the way that I once did. Okay, so some days I say, this education that I had is kind of going to waste, but not really, because education is something you do for yourself anyway. So self got education, but the ability to utilize it in a way that I thought that I would be able to, maybe not so much. But maybe on here, someday something that I say is going to be beneficial to others. And if that is the case, then I'm very happy about that. So, yeah, I'm learning to deal with whatever happens. And I do believe that, life is not necessarily happening to you, but it's happening for you. And so that means that there's a reason why, I have the ebb and flow, the ups and downs, the highs, the lows, right? So I'm just, it's just my job to manage it. It's just my job to manage it. But in the whole process of managing, I have to admit that there are many days that are so difficult. Like, you can often tell how I'm doing. I don't know if you can see, but you can often tell, like, I get a little bit of darkness under my eyes, and I have difficulty just really like opening them wide. So you'll notice that they're a little bit more closed. So and so then I really, really need my reading glasses. So, but some basic things that people take for granted being able to do. Just being able to shower, takes a lot of energy. And people might be like, what? Yeah, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy. I used to love to cook. People used to come to my house, especially when I lived in North Carolina, but even when I was still living in New York back in the days, I used to love to cook, and I would have people over, and I, was very social. I would have people over all the time, and I would cook up stuff, and I'd be like, bring your containers so you can take something home, and I was that kind of person. And now, if I cook once in 3 months, that's saying something. And even then, it ain't gonna be like it used to be. It's not. Um, but what I usually eat um, is microwavable stuff. I will eat a Stouffer's dinner in a heartbeat. That's the truth. Now, it's not to say that my mother might not cook something. Yeah, she might cook something or whatever, and I'm always welcome to have something that they have, but typically it's nothing that I want. And somebody might say like, well, it may not be what you want, but you got to you should just eat that. No. I mean, I literally would rather not eat anything than to eat what I don't want. Like, I'm already suffering enough. You know what I mean? So if I want to eat a frozen pizza, I'm going to eat that. If I want to eat a frozen burrito or chimichanga, I'm going to eat that. Put a Jimmy Dean croissant sandwich in the microwave, I'm going to eat that. That's what I'm going to want, because I want to maintain the semblance of independence. I want to eat what I want to eat. I want to be an adult. I'm not a kid, right? And so I'm going to eat what I want to eat, not what I have to eat. And I know that's a luxury. Please recognize that. I understand that that's a luxury that a lot of people don't have. A lot of people don't have a choice. A lot of people could be experiencing what I'm experiencing and being unhoused. Right? So I'm very fortunate, and I know that. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm just gonna eat what I want to eat. No. And trying to operate with some modicum of self-care and independence. This is something that I do for myself. Plus, it is never my intention to rely on someone else for my basic needs. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a home health aide come in and bathe me. I'm bathing myself, right? That's what I'm saying. And I hope it never comes to that, honestly. But I would be lying if I didn't say that I felt like sometimes, like, this is not a life. This is not a good life. Because I want to be able to do more. There's so much of the world I want to see, and I would rather be active. And even slow active is better than no active. You understand what I'm saying? So having to, people would probably say like, why are you always filming every video, same red background, same lamp in the, because I'm sitting in the same spot, because that's pretty much what my life is at this point, in the same spot. And I don't know if you can think about it, but when you have senior parents and they get out almost daily and you can't. And some would say, well, why don't you just go out when they go out? Because I don't want to stay out while they're out. And that's the difference. There have been times in the past that I have done that, and I have lived to regret it, because I don't know when a flare is going to come upon me, or I'm going to be so tired and just be feeling awful. And nobody moves at your speed. Nobody says, oh, okay, well, you feel bad, so let me just turn around and go. No, it's like, suck it up and do what you got to do. And I don't blame anybody for that. I just know that that means that I can't go. I can't um, put myself in that position because, I don't want them to feel any kind of way, and I don't want to feel any kind of way. And so it's just better. So yeah. I don't, most days I am in the house. Okay. Almost every day. That's the truth. That's the truth. I went to great lengths to prepare for my high school reunion, to go to that. I went to great lengths. Okay. And I had to rest up before, during, and after. Okay. Yeah. And that was in July. Yeah. It's October. I don't go out. And yeah. And people kept saying, "Oh, where do you live, or what do you do?" and this and that. And I was like, "That's a long story." And I think I've said this before. I reserved a long answer for people who matter. I'm not saying that, people just, curious. Like, it's been years. I haven't seen you for 40 years. So yeah, I want to know what you're doing. And it makes sense. But the story is so long. And for me to just tell people where I am at the moment, or how things are going at the moment, to me, it doesn't give a full picture. I'm kind of, my neck is really bothering me. I feel like it's very stiff. It's very stiff. The struggle is real. But anyway, it doesn't give a real picture, so I just don't tend to share it. This is life with a chronic illness. And, in a couple of videos, I have felt like, I could just cry, But I try to come back and be like, "Hi y'all, da 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 da." But really and truly, I'm feeling like this ain't cool. Or as I like to say, this ain't cute. This ain't cute. This ain't cute. Yeah. The struggle is real. And that's not to say that other people don't have way more difficult struggles. I always tell people, listen, this is nothing that's going to kill me. It's just something that makes me wish I was dead. And that's just how I feel. That is being 100% transparent. It's sometimes overwhelming, especially when you've been a person who's been very independent and been able to support themselves like your whole life. Like, I had some sort of a job from the time I was 11 years old. And to be at a place now where I have to really dig deep to talk on a video is crazy to me. When my mind I used to be like, my math is great. Like, I could, calculate things in my head. I had an assessment the other day, the psychologist, and they were like, count back from 100 and, like, take away 7. I was like, oh, like, what? And then because it was so challenging for me, I was like, the tears started rolling. And I was like a little pissed off, really. I was a little pissed off because I don't want to have to prove that I'm struggling when I know I'm struggling. And I don't want to have to, like, leave it up to somebody else to determine whether or not I can, and I might add, that psychologist said, "So you have a master's degree?" And I'm like, yeah, like, shocked, like, I'm oh, Rob, girl, I gotta laugh because I didn't even have the oomph to have like a good comeback for that. I didn't even have it, and I'm tired. And that's the point I was, getting to. I'm tired. I'm tired. And because I'm tired, I would rather be in a happy place, happy space. And typically I feel that when I am traveling. So I look forward to travel. I look forward to being able to look at something different. I look forward to that. And anyway, this video, I don't know. I'm gonna post it because I'm gonna post it. I don't know who it's gonna reach, and I don't know who it's gonna help. But I want to be honest, and I don't know that many of my friends get it truly. I don't know that my family gets it truly. I don't know. I don't know who gets it. But I get it because I got it, right? I get it because I got it. And I'm hopeful that tomorrow is going to be better. I'm hopeful. Okay, I'm not really hopeful. That was a lie. That was a lie. Okay. Anywho, I'm going to let this one go. Yeah. But I'm going to challenge myself and I'm going to post it because I want people to know that living with fibromyalgia is hard. It's hard. And the hardest part for me is that I'm not in control of my own ability to be better and go further, do more. When you go from being a mid to high earner, I was in social work, so there's no, but a decent amount of money to having none is really difficult. And I had clients who had none, so I understand the whole concept, and I grew up in the project, so I understand the concept of none. It's not that, but I just never thought that I would be in a place where I didn't have. So, but I'm fortunate in other ways. I do have friends who look out and say, like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. I think I mentioned I have a friend who, has we have a tradition now that, for her birthday, we go on a cruise because she gets these, free cruise offers and stuff, right? So I'm very fortunate, to have that. And my best friend is actually taking me on a cruise, and I'm grateful. Just want to say, like, I don't want to be up here like I'm ungrateful, because I have more than a lot of people, even in this state that I'm in, right? Even though I haven't been able to take care of myself, the reality is that I have a roof over my head and I always have a full stomach. So I have a lot more than a lot of people. I just wish that I could be, more of myself, and and it's hard when and I said this was going to be done, but then this is really going to be done, but it's hard when you have always been a giver, and that's what I've always been, a giver. And now to feel like I have to be a taker, it bothers me so much. It bothers me so much. It bothers me. Yep, it bothers me, but you never know. Tomorrow, It won't be me hitting. I was gonna say somebody I might hit the lottery, but it won't be me because I don't play. But maybe somebody I know is gonna hit the lottery, and and it'll change things, And I'm just trying to make it to 62 so I can get my Social Security. Please don't bankrupt Social Security before I can get there. Please. Anyway, it means the world to me that I get to share my world with you. I greatly appreciate you hanging in there and listening and hopefully empathizing with my situation. It's a situation. It's, at the end of the day, that people are dealing with far worse. And I have dealt with far worse. This is the tip of the iceberg. And maybe one day I'm going to talk about it. But this is the tip of the iceberg. The health part is the tip of the iceberg. The physical health part. The stuff beneath the surface, that's the stuff. Anyway, as I like to say, please like this video, share this video with somebody you know, comment below, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe. I thank you for taking this time to be with me. I know that it is one of your most valuable currencies. You can only spend it once, so I thank you. And yeah, I think that's about it. Ciao for now.